Hello, my name is Serge Huber. I'm the CEO of Inoyu, and today I'm going to show you a little tool that we've developed and that will help you work with OSGi packages. In my case, I'm using this on the Apache Unomi project, and I'm developing some extensions for it, and I'll show you what this OSGi tool can do for you and what it's useful for. So here I'm actually inside the Unomi project, and I'm working on persistence implementation for OpenSearch. And I'm having some problems because if I actually deploy this, I get an error. So what we're going to see is we're going to actually start this here, and I'm going to build the Unomi project, and I'm going to run it directly, and we'll see, if there's an error and what it looks like. Okay, and here you see I have an error on startup. And these errors, OSGi errors, are always difficult to read, but basically it's telling me that there's a missing requirement in for my bundle persistence OpenSearch core, and it's actually looking for a package called android.os. And I'm like, what on earth? I've only including a Java project here, in the OpenSearch Java client, and why am I pulling an Android.os thing? So the first thing we are tempted to do is to actually look at the manifest that was generated for this project and see what it looks like. So I already have here the project, so I'm going to go into the target and I'm going to look at the classes, and here I should have inside the meta-inf, I'm going to look at the manifest and see if that helps me. So you see here there's a lot of stuff, and there's embedded art, and oh my gosh, this wall of text is awful. And this actually is the embedded artifacts, and I need to look at the import package, but I'm not even sure where to look at. So this is a big nuisance and impossible to work with. So this is where the tool comes in, and I'm going to show you one of the first features of the tool. So I'm going to go back over here and up to my project, and now I can just type in. So here I'm going to copy this in, and you'll see it's quite easy actually. It's just that we're referencing the plugin directly without installing it. So I'm calling the plugin with its full coordinates right here, and I'm just gonna execute that. So you see it's processing, and boom, here we go. So now I have a much easier to read manifest that's been displayed. I mean, there's still a lot of information here, mostly because I have my screen on very large, but here I can directly find this import package android.os that is causing the issue. So what I can do with this is I can actually say, okay, now I know that I have this, but I don't know why I have this because I didn't put any reference to it. So I want to know where this came from. So what I can do now is use another part of the plugin that actually helps me determine that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use another goal on the same plugin that's called find package usages, and then I'm going to say package, and I'm going to say android.os here. So this is going to actually search inside my project, and especially all its dependencies where it could be. And so you see here, and there we go. So it found a dependency on Guava. And so it's the Guava that's actually pulling in this android.os class. Now, the same thing I could have done is I could have also said, okay, I want to search inside my project. This is another feature for all the code that exposes a package. So if I want to say, okay, I want to find everything that actually contains the package org.opensearch, and inside my code and inside all its dependencies. So if I do that, I can directly just say, okay, I'll look for that, and it's going to give me all the places where it finds this. So you can see OpenSearch REST client, which is expected, and OpenSearch Java, which is expected as well. So very easily I can find where in my dependencies some dependencies might be. And of course, if I test this with android.os, you'll notice that, of course, there's nothing there because otherwise it would have found it inside its dependencies and it would not have made that error. So you see, we get a big package not found error. So now all I have to do, based on this, I just can go over here and say android.os resolution optional. So I know this because I know that it's not a strong dependency. You should always, think about these things before you put them as optional. But here it's reasonable to say that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go back here and rebuild my project. And you'll see that I no longer get this error. And there we have it. Our system has now started. There's a small warning, but that's not important. And as you can see now, we've corrected that problem. It could have taken us a long time to solve this, or I have to dive through that really difficult to read manifest. With these three little goals, you can do a lot of things, troubleshooting and analyzing issues with OSGi dependencies. I hope you like this tool. It's completely free to use in an Apache 2 license, and I would love to have some feedback on it, so don't hesitate to reach out, and hope you have a good day and this is useful.